Smothering this native ground cover is Japanese climbing fern. This is a fern that is also a vine, and it was introduced in the 30s as an ornamental, which is the case in many of our invasive plants because people thought they were beautiful and had garden value. But what happens is this plant will grow thickly over our native ground covers, smothering out other species, changing the habitat value for wildlife, small animals that would be moving around in these grasses. It spreads really easily. That's one of the reasons why it can get established, is because it spreads so quickly. It has spores, of course, as all ferns do. They're very, very light, so they can easily be spread by wind currents, but they also may be spread by water or by getting on your clothes or your boots, and then you move to a new habitat and deposit those where they're able to sprout. Now on the vine, the leaves are found opposite, and they have this very lacy appearance. There's sort of two different looks to the leaves. The ones that are producing the spores, and then the ones that are not fertile. And one of the biggest problems in some of our native habitats is that this vine can grow and climb up to 90 feet into the canopy. So if you have a fire-maintained habitat where the understory cover would burn regularly, this vine may turn into a ladder that carries the fire up into the canopy of the trees, which can cause damage to the forest and to the habitat value. So if you have this plant, you want to remove it by physically removing it from the habitat, bagging it up so that the spores can't spread, and then of course looking out carefully for any new sprouts.